to code something, build a fucking project, because the most code you've ever written in your entire fucking lives was for fucking CS 131 advanced theory and programming, and y'all are never gonna make it because y'all don't want to go out and build things on your own. If there's a single person here who has built one thing, posted it on their LinkedIn in the last 20 years of your life, and you can show me, here's a post I made bragging about a project that I built and put it on my LinkedIn, I will give you $500 and a personal tour of the Cooley office, but none of you are getting that shit, except maybe this Indian guy right here. None of you are getting that shit, except my boy right here, because people don't do that thing. And what was the question?
that answered the question.
Okay.
On this path of like becoming who you are today, obviously you can like take a drink.
Yeah.
And settle down.
I will come talk to you, bro. Yes, I got you.
Okay. Just to go on with this peacefully, have you ever doubted yourself on this path of becoming who you are?
Have I ever doubted myself on the path to becoming who I am? No, but I've doubted the world around me, and I've doubted some of my personal experiences and thoughts. Really, the best decision you can ever make is a decision you have with the experiences that you've accumulated through your life. So at any point, I presume, being a rational, hyper-intelligent person, I must have always obviously made the right decision, and if there's anything that I fucked up on not having the correct amount of experiences I needed to make the right decision. When I built Cluely, the cheat on everything tool, I assume maybe you guys saw the launch video. The launch video essentially was me using the fucking Cluely glasses to go on a date with a girl. It would pull her social media, it would pull calendar information, it would do all this shit in ultra low latency because I thought GPT-5 was going to be 100x better than GPT-4 because that's what all these Chinese fucking OpenAI researchers were telling me. But it's not true. That's not what happened. Latency is still a huge issue and memory is still a huge issue, and I wasn't right. And if I talked to a couple more researchers at the labs, I could have figured that shit out, and I had no excuse not to. But that was one big mistake that I made that I thought, well, obviously it didn't make me doubt myself, but it made me think like, damn, maybe I know less about this world than I did, because I really thought I knew where GPT-5, how good it was going to be, but I was wrong, and I've been wrong about a couple things, but I've never been wrong in the fact that God chose me, and I'm built for this.
Okay.
Yep.
I love how lengthy your answers are.
Oh, thank you.
And from 1 year ago to today, what do you think what is the most important thing that you've learned becoming this founder that you are?
Yeah, the most important thing that I've learned on this founder journey. My gut instinct is to tell you all to take more risks, because really that is the lesson that I've learned. The lesson that most people, in fact, almost 99.999% of this population on this entire planet will never ever learn the lesson that taking risk is a good thing. They will never learn it to the degree that they do. There's a reason why of all the lessons that fucking every single entrepreneur tells you, Jeff Bezos, Peter Thiel, Mark Zuckerberg, they won't tell you the same thing about everything. Peter Thiel will be out there sucking. They don't agree with all their life philosophies, but one thing that every single entrepreneur who made it will tell you is that you should always aim for outcomes that have asymmetric upside. Always try to do things that what is the best case scenario of me doing this thing? What is the best case scenario of me posting on LinkedIn? I would tell Neil this literally 1 year ago when we were debating on it, whether I would post about this at all. I was debating, Neil, if we're right about this, we could both be millionaires chilling in the fucking Bahamas. And if we're wrong, there's a 0.25% chance that we're going to jail. And we debate, is that worth it? But most people don't even get to the chance of, what is one thing you guys are doing that if this goes well, I could become a millionaire? You guys don't do that shit because normal people don't do that shit. You guys go to the product management club, and the best case outcome of that is you become product manager at OpenAI and making 300K TC, and you guys, oh, I'm so happy, I'm San Francisco making 300K TC, and you're gonna live in a shitty 4-bedroom house in Potrero Hills, sharing that shit with 3 other Indian motherfuckers, and y'all are not gonna be happy. And one day, on your deathbed, when you guys sit back and think about your life and think about why is it that I've only ever been able to accumulate $5 million? Why do I have no host? Why is my wife ugly? You're going to realize the reason for all this shit is because you've never taken enough risk. There's no one who dies on their deathbed thinking, damn, I wish I didn't take enough risk. It's either the coolest death ever, because damn, I'm 30 years old, I was the biggest drug dealer in all of Texas and I fucking made it, and you die in a shootout with the cops, or you just, you fucking make it and you die as Mark Zuckerberg. So I'd much rather be fucking some drug dealer in Texas than some product manager at Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
So aim for things with asymmetric upside. Always try to do things that if I'm right, this is going to be a big win for me. Always try to do shit like that.
And how did you determine what was right when there wasn't a right answer? For example, like the marketing strategy you decided for Cluely. What led you to your decisions, and what is the scale you go off of?
There's a voice in my head. I think it's like the Holy Spirit or something. And it tells me the right decision at every point. Sometimes the voice is quiet, but oftentimes it tells me, Roy, the next thing you should be doing is obviously not X, you know, it's Y. Like, go talk to that girl, Roy. And I'm like, okay, God, I will listen to you. And I just think I have a strong intuition about what the next step in my life is. I've always had a strong intuition. I always knew, you know, here's the thing that I'm going to do that other people aren't willing to do. And I bet all of you guys have this voice too. You guys just don't fucking listen to it. So when you see a pretty girl at the party, you guys are not going to go up and talk to her. You guys are going to sit there and be like, oh, fuck, let me just sit and hold on to my drink and just try not to be a weirdo. Because you guys aren't listening to the fucking voice. There's always the voice in your head that tells you do the thing that you want to do, and everybody spends their entire life not listening to the voice. Don't ignore the voice. Your intuition is right a lot more times than you think. So the answer is I use my intuition to determine literally anything and everything. Every decision gets made purely through my intuition, and if it's wrong, then I'll learn and my intuition will be honed.
Going off of that, what's your MBTI?
ENTP. I'm very, very extroverted.
Okay, I can tell that.
Thank you.
And then how do you deal with criticism and people who strongly disagree with the product you're building?
How do I deal with criticism? I'll say it bothered me at first a lot, you know. A lot of my childhood heroes would be like, oh, wow, this is so fucked. But at one point, you know, emotions regulate, and you gotta realize, like, if I'm right, bro, like, it would be great if I was right. It's just like it's, you can only get canceled so much, right? And after a certain point, it's like, you know what, fuck it, whatever. Like the McDonald's lady is still gonna be serving my McDonald's. Ultimately, I'm not out there diddling little kids like all the motherfuckers in the files. So really, you know, like whatever these billionaires gotta say to me, like honestly, like I know you don't really mean that shit, because if you did, your boys wouldn't be diddling little kids. So as soon as the files got leaked, that's when I knew nobody's actually serious. Moral criticism, oh, there's another thing. Moral criticism in Silicon Valley does not fucking exist at the highest level. Every single investor who is capable of allocating $1 billion does not give a fuck if one of their founders went to jail for 20 years. Martin Shkreli, who fucking raised the price of insulin 1000x, is still boys with every single GP in the Valley because nobody gives a fuck about morals. The only thing people care about is if you fucking win. That's why Travis Kalanick from Uber has 1 million sexual harassment claims against him with all his employees, and same for Sergey and Larry from Google, and none of these founders care, and they're willing to put billions, trillions of dollars into them because morals do not fucking exist. The only thing that matters in life is if you win or not, and winners decide the rules. Winners get to rewrite history. I guarantee you, fucking Gandhi was out there diddling kids, but you don't learn about that in 8th grade. Because if you win, history is whatever the fuck you decide it to be, and you know, like, I'd much rather be in the arena, in the battlefield, getting criticism than some random motherfucker spectating me at the product management club.
And for you, what do you consider winning in your life and in your perception?
Winning. So, I really think there's only two things that matter in this world, and it's how much money you have and how handsome you are. And really, these are the only things that I really, really try to optimize. I think everything sort of comes downstream. It's very hard to make money by yourself. You kind of need a team of very ambitious, very competent young people around you, which is why I have my Asian friends here. And you all, like, just being handsome is like one of the most interesting, fun things ever. It brings me so much pleasure to look around and see all the acne on your faces, knowing that I don't have that shit because I took better care of my skin. It brings me an immense, immense feeling of accomplishment, as if I've won. And I have, because you motherfuckers don't know what salicylic acid is, and you're never gonna learn because you guys don't care about this shit. But I do. So in my life, my two driving motivators are to be... Honestly, it's not really about money, it's about winning. I love the feeling of dominating other men, non-sexually. Non-sexually. And it just brings me so much pleasure to know that, you know, despite all your genetic advantages, despite the more money that your parents had, I dominated you. And I love to just look at the face of a man who had once criticized, especially those who have once criticized me, especially the motherfuckers who used to call me weird back in middle school. I love the feeling of shooting them a little follow request on Instagram. Hi, remember me? Yeah, that's right, bitch, you do. And there's really no better feeling in the world than winning. So my driver is winning, and the arenas that I like to compete in are money and looks.
So for members of the community here that do have acne, what is your best piece of advice for that?
My best piece of advice? Yeah, hop on Accutane. Try to do things that society won't tell you to do. When a man has a 10-step skincare, this is sort of a weak example, but when a man has a 10-step skincare routine, you're gonna hear a lot more criticism than you will hear praise, because it's like, why are you doing this gay shit? I'm doing this gay shit because it's going to improve my life. And most people just never take crazy actions to improve their life. When's the last time you guys have sourced underground black market Accutane to try and clear your acne problem? I've been on that shit since I was 15, but you guys wouldn't even think about it because, oh my God, drugs online, some Chinese research chemical that I don't even know who made. I will swallow that shit because I'm willing to take 10 times more risk than you, because I realize if this goes right, I'm gonna have better skin and all the hoes gonna fuck with me and not your acne-riddled ass. Y'all know exactly who I'm talking about.
Okay. Thank you for that answer.
You're
for
welcome.
Members of the community. And right now we're dealing with a lot of AI improvements that are starting to take over a lot of jobs. What do you think will be the future of AI in your sight and in your perception?
The future of AI. Look, really, I think there's two types of people in this world. There's people who have already made their first million, and there's people who haven't, like y'all. And if you haven't made your first mill, don't try to fucking guess about where the world's gonna be in fucking 1 year, 6 years. Like, you're not gonna know, especially now you're not gonna know. You need to worry about what the fuck am I gonna do in this next 2 months? Because really, that's all it takes for you to make a quick mill. And once you're there, then you can sit on your ass and start theorizing with Peter Thiel about what the fuck the future's gonna look like. I don't know. Nobody knows. We're all just guessing. The best person who might know might be some researcher at Anthropic, but that's not me. Right now, I'm still waiting for my first bill, so I'm more worried about the world in the next 3 years than the world in the next 30. But you know, once I'm up there, then I'll tell you exactly what I think is gonna happen in fucking 2100. But for now, I don't give a fuck, bro.
Okay. And it seems like you have accomplished a lot in your life and your goals. Is there anything that you're personally still trying to improve on right now?
Improve on? Yeah, my money and my looks.
Okay. Just in case anyone in the audience has any questions, we're gonna open up the floor to audience members as well. If anyone has any questions you wanna ask Roy, as this is his first campus event, just keep it a little PG. And not too crazy. We can have the first in the back over here.
Hi, Roy. I'm
Hello.
Abe. Nice to see you again.
Oh, nice to
when
see you.
you talk about the Holy Spirit in your head, how did that Holy Spirit direct you out of when you were rescinded from Harvard?
How did it direct me? Well, at the time, you know, I was actually a lot happier about it than other people would have expected, because I really thought, like, damn, this is my time to do a training arc, and it's gonna be like Goku coming out of the hyperbolic time chamber. I'm gonna be giga fucking jacked, and I'm gonna come out, and my breath is gonna come out like steam, because I'm gonna be fucking 6'5" and shredded. That didn't happen. I stopped growing in the 7th grade, but I did get to program a lot, and that was really the first time I decided to program. And a lot of people tell me, like, yo, I'm not technical, like, I didn't do this shit. I didn't start coding until I was 18 years old, and now I'm doing this shit. It really doesn't take that much time to get very, very good at things. And I will say, I did hit a wall during that year, you know. About 4 months in, you don't leave your room and you don't talk to anybody, the voices start getting louder, you know, and it's the Holy Spirit gets accompanied by 10 other voices, and you start going a little crazy. So after that, you know, I kind of just got super fat. I took a lot of illegal drugs and steroids, and but in 8 months, you know, I just decided, you know, this is the time to change my life. I'm gonna go to community college. I'm gonna turn it around, and that's what I did. And now I'm here talking to you